But yeah, you can't be afraid to lose a friend. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't force relationships and hold on to old friendships that you had from the past just because you've known that person for so long. Just because you've known a person for so long doesn't mean you love that person. Doesn't mean that person loves you. It means nothing other than you've known that person for so damn long. What's good, y'all? Your host, Young Suelo, is in the building for another Sage Cam. Today's episode, we're talking about friendship. Friends, how many of us really have them? I'm gonna go over friendships, just the overall aspect, you know what I mean? Everything is good and bad, positive and negative, you know, and in life it's all about finding the balance, right? And if I'm looking a little spiffy today, you know what I mean? I went to go handle some business earlier, you know what I mean? So you're in for a treat today. Friendship, baby, let's go. They say friends are your chosen family, and that's facts. That's big facts. You can't choose the family you were born into, but you can choose your friends, big time. Even though some of us have friends that we didn't choose and are still friends, even though we don't choose to be still friends. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But friendships, man, it's a beautiful, tricky thing, man. Friends, you could get along with some of your friends way better than you can with some of your family, and that's fact. Some of your friends look out for you more than your family does, which is a great thing, which is a blessing, you know what I mean? Just to have people looking out for you, period, is just amazing. You wish family, your blood family, would be there for you, but everybody has their own lives, their own way of thinking, so it is what it is. But friendships, yo, let's get into it, man. I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, as they say. Keep it a buck with you, fam. See, me, I'm the type of person I'm not afraid to lose a friend. I'm not afraid to lose a friendship. I'm not afraid to just squash something cold turkey and just keep pushing, keep moving. I'm not one that's afraid of that, and neither should you, and neither should the person on the other end of that friendship be afraid of something like that, because we all have our own lives. Like I said, we all have our own lives, our own goals and ambitions, and if that friend doesn't fall in line with what we're doing, then we keep pushing, and that's what it is. Because I'll tell you right now, the friends, my close circle, my bestest of friends that I have right now, I was not friends with in middle school or high school, things like that. A lot of those friendships from the past are in the past, and that's where they should be for the most part. Not to bash anybody or anything like that, but like I said, we all have our own goals and ambitions, and when you get out of high school, whatever, and you go into real life, everybody just grows and goes in different directions. And the things that I'm doing, some of my friends from the past aren't doing that. They're on a different route to do what they're doing, whether it be a family, career, whatever. Lose friends to these different things, and that's cool. You shouldn't be afraid to lose friends, because where you lose one friend, you could gain another one that has a much more valuable relationship than you did in the past. I feel like a lot of people are scared to be alone, obviously in a romantic relationship, and also with friendships. People don't want to feel like a loner. They want to feel like they have people to hang out with and kick it with, you know what I mean? And me personally, I'm not afraid of that, because I know that I got me and I got God, and that's all that matters. So if we're friends, cool. You know what I mean? But if you don't want to be friends, I'm not going to force a friendship. But yeah, you can't be afraid to lose a friend. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't force relationships and hold on to old friendships that you had from the past just because you've known that person for so long. Just because you've known a person for so long doesn't mean you love that person. Doesn't mean that person loves you. It means nothing other than you've known that person for so damn long. Don't be afraid to kick somebody to the curb if they're not moving the way you're moving, or if you're going in a career direction that's different from theirs. If they started a family young and you haven't started a family yet, don't be afraid to sprout differently, so to speak. And it's not like to have hard feelings against that person. It should be a mutual understanding that, okay, I get it, you're doing that and I'm doing this, and it's no disrespect. It's mutual. You do your thing and I'm gonna do mine, And if it's love, it's really love embedded in that relationship, you guys will stay in contact and you guys will come back around, because that's real love. But if it's just friendship, it's just friendly, it's nothing serious, it's cool, you do you, I'm gonna do me over here. And that's straight up. Because like I say, if I'm on a career path like I'm doing now, like I'm making music, I'm making these videos, things like that, and I have friends from the past that are working somewhere else, driving trucks or oil fields or something like that. And do you see how those routes aren't gonna necessarily meet in the future? And that's cool. You shouldn't be afraid to lose that person. Just give them a prayer, wish them well, and go on about your business. I done lost a lot of friends from the past just because I don't do the same things that I was doing back when I was 16, 17 years old. And some of my friends are still doing the same thing. Some of my ex-friends are still doing the same things they were doing when they were 16, 17 years old. And I'm just on this evolution, man. I'm on this human evolution, evolving as a person every single day, and I'm growing, and I've outgrown a lot of things that I used to do, and I'm growing into some new things. Some things I haven't outgrown, some I have. But what I'm trying to say, it's an evolution, and sometimes we don't all evolve the same way. So don't be afraid to lose a friend, man. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable and make new friends. I think that's something that I can improve on. Is I don't just easily open up to other people. I'm very skeptical about people. I don't trust a lot of people, so I don't open up easily to others. But I've noticed in the last couple of years, I've gained some really cool friends, man. I've made some really great friendships, some great partnerships, and I'm stoked for what the future has in store for us, man. It's amazing. It's a blessing. God is good. So don't be afraid to lose old friends and make new ones. Just because you've known somebody for so long doesn't mean that you love them, doesn't mean that they love you. Don't be afraid to cut some people off and keep pushing, because we all have our own goals, our own things that we're striving for. And if we're not striving for the same thing, then we're not probably going to work together. My time is very limited, so sorry if I don't have time to hang out with you and just kick it and waste time and drink, or just just do nothing. I'm sorry, I got things that I'm trying to accomplish, and I don't have time to waste. I'm already busy with my full-time job, and the very little time that I get off, I'm utilizing it the best that I can to accomplish these things that I want to accomplish. The other person shouldn't be offended either. They should understand that, like, okay, cool, he's doing his thing. Word, like, I'm gonna do mine. And that's how it should be, man. It should be no malice towards anybody. It should just be understanding. Keep that love with yourself and keep pushing, man. Don't be afraid to cut somebody off, man, and don't be afraid to bring somebody new into your life. So this was it. Friends, how many of us really have them? Don't be afraid to cut some friends off. Don't be afraid to gain new friends. It's all love, bro. Keep it moving. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. This has been the Sage Cam, Young Suelo. I'm out. Peace.